Welcome to the ACHEMA 2022 and welcome to the joint booth of Haver and Becker Automation, Haver and Becker Machinery Division, Feige Filling and Aventus. You no longer want to work for your system, but you would love your system to be working for you. That's possible. Just make your system communicative. That sounds too good to be true? Check out the Quattro series from Haver and Becker. And now listen to the next talk because you will get to know a lot about this Quattro production. Right to my side we have Rainer Schulze-Frielinghaus. He knows everything about this because he's the sales manager at Haver Automation. Great to have you.
Welcome.
Rainer, digitalization also plays a major role at production plants, and this is exactly why Haver and Becker has Quattro production. But what exactly is this all about? Can you tell us more about this product?
Yeah, sure. So the Quattro production is one of our digital Quattro solutions, a modular software system, and this production management system connects all the different equipment, plant components together and ensures the data communication to the customer's management system. So at the end, this software can be used to digitalize the entire production processes of the customer's plant. So from the order entry, from the packaging order control, from the packaging itself, the bag transport, palletizing, pallet transport, loading, everything, the software can be supports the customer with an added value within its production. But this digitalization does not only mean to integrate just more technology to get a more comfortable operation or just more data. No, this digitalization helps the customer to operate the plant in a more efficient way and to save resources like energy, raw materials and production time. So our Quattro production, the digital, one of our digital solutions supports these topics perfectly.
And how can we imagine this in more detail? So the data you were talking about, where does it come from?
Yeah, good question. In the production plant, you have a lot of equipment, machines, systems. All of them have their own automation system. And there's one group in the production level, for example, the machinery, for example, the bagging machine, palletizing or load securing systems, as well as many components for quality checks and the preparation of the final product. So, for example, the check weigher, metal detector, bag printer, label applicator, barcode scanner, and so on. There are several systems. And on the other hand, there's on the management level, on the customer side, for example, an ERP system, warehouse management system, or MES. So all of these systems, either of the production level or of the management level, they provide various data and information. But of course, all of them also require data and instructions for their respective tasks. And all these communication processes covered by our Quattro production can be adapted to the customers and process requirements. So basically, all the automation, the exchange of the data will be automatically done, but manual input can be also integrated for sure. For example, to add information which cannot be collected automatically, and or to implement a kind of backup solution. So regardless of where we get the data from, all the data is processed by our Quattro production in such a way that each component, each machine will get the required information to process its part of the production order automatically and without any problem.
So when you say that it can be adapted to what the client needs, does it mean, is it one huge software or is it different application that can be summed up so that it fits perfectly?
Okay, basically the Quattro production itself, it has a core basic module which will be extended by different specific modules to integrate all these different equipments and machines, as well as to implement the interface to the customer's management system. And on the other hand, the Quadro production total can be combined with all the other products of our Quadro family. So, for example, the Quadro production can be combined with the Quadro batch very easily and without any further effort. So, mixing orders, status of the batch mixing process or consumed materials are exchanged directly. So at the end, the customer will get one system for all the different up and downstream processes.
And to make it a bit more practical, do you have a reference project you could tell us about? Where
Sure.
was it used?
So in the past, we have done a lot of projects around the world in the last years. And a good example is, I think, installation with 4 packing machines. Each machine is bagging various materials. And after the 4 bagging machines, there's one common belt conveyor system, 2 robots for palletizing, and 1 stretcher system. And each bagging machine is equipped with a barcode printer and barcode scanner. And inside the common belt conveyor system, there's a check weigher, metal detection device, and also several barcode scanners. In addition, we have implemented an interface to the customer's management system. And so everything was networked together. And the starting point is from the customer ERP system. They provide us, or they send us the basic production order. And due to the overview of the production orders, the customer can operate or produce this production orders very efficiently, as the setup and cleaning times of the machines can be kept to a minimum. And so if the production order will be started, all the required information will be distributed to the equipment. And for each produced bag, a separate data record will be stored in a central database, so that we can add all the information gathered in the plant to this one data record. And before the filling, each bag will be printed with a unique barcode, so that the bag will be identified later on at each important section, so that we can trace the.
So yeah, it means the client knows in detail which bag was produced when and where it's palletized. You have all this information in the end.
Exactly. So with this unique barcode, the bag is identifiable at any time. So we know exactly at which bagging machine, at which time the bag was produced, and later on the belt conveyor system, before the check weigher or the metal detection device, this barcode will be scanned, and the result of the check can be assigned to the correct bag, respectively the correct data record. And so we know what's going on with the bag on the complete system. And at the end of the line, the palletizer also scans this barcode, so that the bag will be placed on the right pallet. And so we can ensure that no production order can be or will be mixed up with another one. And yeah.
Nothing will be lost.
Nothing will be lost, and yeah, and okay, you have a huge amount of data, and this data record will be stored in the central database. And in that project, realized that and the traceability with that realized for a period of 2 years, and in addition, the customer got also other Quadro modules. So the process, remote, and data module. And due to the modularity, it was not a problem. So at the end, the customer got a fully automated system and customized to his needs.
Now that we're sitting here in our mission control at the Achima booth, maybe you could give us a little insight into the software, can't you?
It would be a pleasure.
Great.
So here you can see the web HMI of the Quadro production. So the software is started somewhere on the server, and the operator just has a web page where you can access the system. And here we have the overview of the production orders. Usually the information will come from the ERP system. In this case, we have to enter it manually because it's a simulation. So we enter a new production order. We just select a kind of product. And here we can modify the information that at which packing machine the packaging order should be produced. And we enter just a quantity of bags. And then we can accept it and the order is stored. Then we can release this production order very easily. And now, as I told you, the information will be automatically distributed to the machines, and the operator just has to start the machine and the production can start, and all the machines, equipment knows what to do, and the production is running. And all the data which is now occurring in the production line will be stored in the database, and later on, for example, the check weigher will check the weight, and this weight will also assign to the bag. So all the information will be gathered, and at the end we have one solution consisting of different Quadro modules.
So for me it sounds like the heart of the production.
Yeah, exactly. We can network everything. You have, as I told you, you have several eyes of automation, but this is a heart. It takes networks everything together, so everything is working most efficiently together. So the best way to produce.
Great, thank you very much for showing us. Thank you, Rainer.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
I think I didn't promise too much telling you that you can actually make your system be working for you and your system be communicative. In case you're interested in knowing more about this, get in touch with Rainer and he will answer all of your questions, and he's happy to show you even more of the software. Thank you very much for joining. Bye.